Hi, my name is Riikka Rajamäki. I am the author of Living Light, the 11 Principles of the Sovereign Woman. And this YouTube channel is for you to clear multidimensional clutter so that you can reach your number one dream. Today I want to talk about dreams. I also want to talk about why dreams don't always come true. There are many roadblocks on the way to reaching a dream, and I am going to cover 5 of those roadblocks today. So, number one, I call that flower balling. It's actually a real term for a rose or a flower that does not reach its full blossom. And this is usually because of environmental environmental issues. Either the flower is in too moist conditions, too cold, so it creates petals that are kind of crispy and brown and dry, and it dies before it is born. So this term is something that we can also use for us humans when we are nurturing something dear to us, a dream in this case. And if it doesn't happen, it could be because of environmental reasons. So have you ever had a dream or a plan or a vision or a project and you're so excited about it that you just go and tell everyone about it, right? I do that. And I learned the hard way. Sometimes we are speaking about our dream too soon. We have not yet quite embodied the vision. We have not grown roots. So we tell about it to the dear people around and in our world, but not everybody has the patience or the awareness or the presence to really hold our dream with that tenderness and care that is required. You know, there's also jealousy and envy and competition. So my remedy here is to just keep it to yourself as long as needed. It's a good practice to learn to hold that and get more comfortable with that good energy of creating. Number 2 roadblock is similar, but the environment is actually internal. Usually it's our belief system that keeps us stuck or blocked. We have created a mindset or a rule or just plain conviction that something isn't possible because of whatever reason. You know, in my case, I didn't realize that I could actually write a book because my native language, Finnish, wasn't the language that I was using actively anymore. And the thought of writing a book in English, in a second language, just felt like out of reach. I felt kind of in this no man land with language. And it took me kind of doing it anyway. I started slowly posting things on Facebook, and people actually seemed to receive them well and understand what I was saying. And so I just built that confidence, and I pretty much just kicked that belief the curb. Like I was like, okay, I'm not going to limit myself with something that I don't even know if it's true. So I encourage you to do the same. There's a research that says 20% of humans have actually self-doubt. So just knowing that helps because it's almost like hardwired into us. So work with that. Do different kind of mindset practices and whatever works for you to challenge those beliefs. And sometimes it takes us all the way to our childhood to really see where did we pick up this belief that seems so, I don't know. It's all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I remember my parents and my grandparents, saying this. And so it kind of creeps into our system as well, and we take it as truth. Number 3 is you don't know what your dream is. This is an interesting one because I do believe that we are each born into this world knowing our magic. We are born into this world not questioning or doubting our purpose, our bigger reason for entering this reality. And we can hold on to that for a few years. You know, you look at newborn babies and they just are so one with the cosmos. They're just beaming that divinity. And there's no doubt in them. They know that they came here to do this thing. And usually it's being and radiating some quality or energy or frequency. And then we get older, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, and the adults start asking us, what are you going to be when you grow up? And we get confused, right? We get confused because we're like, what do you mean? What do I become? So we forget our dream. So my suggestion here is to dive into your childhood and try to remember what you enjoyed as a child. What were your passions, your hobbies? What did you do? How did you like to spend your time? Because usually there is a connection to something that still, sparks joy and makes your heart sing. And that's often a kind of a hint or kind of you can start tracking like, is there a dream hiding somewhere here? What is it that I would like to do more of? Number 4 is you have a dream, but it's someone else's, right? So this is kind of connected to this previous one because, we live in a community and culture that kind of has this attitude of you can become anything you want. It's almost too much, right? It's almost too many choices. Like, how about just becoming who you came here to be, right? So often we take on this cultural programming too of like, okay, I have to start doing now this because I graduated here and I have to take this job so I can, climb that corporate ladder and whatever it is that you decide to do without too much thought or self-searching. So here, I think the way out of this is to ask yourself, why are you invested in this dream? Does it express your deeper values, your essence, who you really are? That usually gives it away. Your bigger why gives it away. Why are you in that business? Why are you in that dream? And lastly, this is the one that I have struggled a lot, which is impatience. Yeah, impatience. So it's kind of connected to the number 1, but not so much that we go out to tell other people, but more like we become impatient with ourselves. We don't see the result. We don't see evidence that our dream is even working or happening. And these are the moments when I usually just remind myself of the plant bamboo. Because bamboo, it takes, I think it's like 5 years it takes for the bamboo to actually develop this very, very extensive, root system below the surface before there is even sign of a bamboo. And then, I might be quoting this wrong, but I think it's like within 6 weeks or something, the bamboo shoots up into the air. I mean, maybe like 90 days or something, it shoots up into the air like crazy 9 feet or something. So remember bamboo when you are getting impatient with your dream and just trust the momentum. You will know in your gut if you are on the right track. And just don't give up if you feel like nothing is happening. Sometimes the future finds us before we find the future. So the future is already being planted in you. There's a beautiful quote by Rainer Maria Rilke, and he says, "The future enters into us in order to transform itself in us way before it happens. Isn't that beautiful? Long before it happens. So you are already living your dream. You're already living your dream. It's just our attachment to different signs and ways of wanting it to be that makes us doubt it. So don't doubt your dream, but also consider that there are roadblocks for a reason. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my brand new YouTube video. And I will also have a link below this video for a beautiful PDF that I created, a workbook that you can actually continue this inquiry about your dreams and how to make them happen. Ciao for now. Thank you.